They pretend to be listening, but actually, they are planning when is best to butt in and interrupt you. If you're an Aries, you might want to take a closer look at yourself. There's a chance that you might have some worst habits that can actually frustrate others. In this video, we will be talking about some of those not so great habits of the Aries zodiac sign. So, if you are an Aries, comment down below, and let us know how many of these habits you have, or if you know an Aries, fess up, and let us know how correct we are. Want 3 free predictions about your life? Claim a free reading using the link below. Right, let's get down to the brass tacks. They are hot-headed and ready to fight. Watch your words. Aries are prone to getting angry and blowing up, especially if they feel like someone has wronged them. Their angry and fiery nature can cause them to make poor decisions and say things they don't really mean. They'll also have a hard time listening to other people and waiting for their turn, since they are so eager to take control and move things along. Due to their hot-headed nature, they will be more likely to take risks. They'll also be eager to pick fights with people they don't know. If you end up in a random punch-up on a Friday night, you can bet that an Aries is the one that started it. Aries are fiery, but it's their temperamental nature that makes them so hard to deal with. They are impatient. When something doesn't happen quickly enough to suit them, Aries will get impatient and feel like they don't have enough time to do what they need to do. They might end up losing their temper and blaming you if you're not too careful. Being impatient can cause them to become distracted, scatterbrained, and unorganized. They can also be impatient with the people around them, rushing them, and not allowing them to finish what they are saying. This can create a lot of unnecessary drama and tension in relationships. They are rash. Aries are quick to make decisions and often don't take the time to research things or think everything through. They are also more likely to make rash choices when they are angry or frustrated, and when they are rushing things. Their impulsiveness can cause them to jump into things without thinking them through, creating problems for themselves and others. If you are an Aries, you should try to stay calm in a tense situation and think before you act. Major workaholics. Aries are driven, ambitious people who want to succeed in everything they do. Telling them to take a day off is like telling a cat not to poo for one day. They are known to be workaholics. Aries people will exhaust any resource at their disposal to achieve their goals or overcome an obstacle. They will often make sacrifices for work and will never give up until they have achieved what they set out to do. The negative side of this trait is that they can neglect their personal life to a point where they are actually not satisfied with it. Sometimes they might also neglect people or situations too far, causing unnecessary problems or ruining relationships. Rush things. As we already mentioned, Aries are naturally impatient people. It is why they want to move things along as quickly as possible. They might try to rush a relationship so they can get to the next phase, such as talking about moving in together or getting engaged. They might also try to rush their boss into promoting them to a higher position before they are ready for it. In all of these cases, they are trying to take control of their lives and push things along so they can move to the next stage. Before we move on and reveal the next worst habit of the Aries zodiac sign. If you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload such interesting astrology videos. And while you are at it, give this video a big thumbs up. Let's continue. Want to be the head? Aries are always trying to push themselves to the front of the line, whether it's at work or in their personal relationships. They'll push themselves to get promoted before they are ready, and they'll try to rush a relationship so they can get married before they are truly ready for it. They can also get overly competitive and aggressive with others, trying to push them out of the way and get to the top. At work, they might want to start tackling the most difficult project before their co-workers are ready for it, or they might try to shove their ideas down their boss' throat without even considering what their boss wants. They are interrupting. Aries will interrupt people constantly, especially when they are anxious or excited. They don't even realize they are doing it, and they don't care, either. They are so eager to talk and get their thoughts out there that they don't even bother to let the other person finish what they are saying. What they don't realize is how rude and annoying this is, since it's so natural to them. The only way to curb this bad habit is to be aware of it, and try to stop yourself when it happens. Drinking too much caffeine. The Aries are the risk-takers and thrill-seekers of the zodiac. They are also obsessed with caffeine. The problem is, they drink so much of it that it has become their worst habit. Caffeine is found in tons of drinks and foods, and Aries often consume too much of it. It can cause them to get overly excited and impulsive, as well as make them jittery. Caffeine also dehydrates people and can cause them to overwork themselves, burning out and making them sick. Aries should try to avoid caffeine as much as possible, especially during the week when they are at work and under a lot of pressure to perform. Declaring nature. Aries can be very quick to judge people, especially if they feel threatened by them or if they think they are competition. They might decide their partner or boss is a jealous and petty person, or they might decide a co-worker is a backstabbing jerk. They don't always have proof of these things, but they are quick to make these declarations and draw conclusions. This is a nasty habit because it leads them to say and do hurtful things to others, especially when they don't have all the facts. Aries should try to take a breath and wait for all the facts before making any declarations, or at least not making them public. Short attention span. Aries have a short attention span, especially when it comes to reading and studying things. They might look at this video and immediately want to move on to something else without finishing it, or they might read a book and lose focus after a few pages. The bad thing about it is that they might not remember much from what they just read, even though it was an interesting story. If you are an Aries and have a short attention span, you can overcome this problem by setting up a study plan, such as studying for 30 minutes, and then taking a break for 30 minutes. You should also try to read more non-fiction books and articles with facts and statistics rather than novels and fictional stories that don't have as much substance. So, guys, these were the 10 worst habits of the Aries zodiac sign. Are you an Aries, or know someone who is? Have you noticed any other bad habits in people of this zodiac sign before? Share with us in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.